Well, from one incident to the other, this morning there's a race against time to rescue anyone who may still be alive under the rubble of a sixth-floor building which collapsed Tuesday on about 60 worshippers at Achimbatabi in the eastern region. The death toll now stands at 15. 8 others have been hospitalized and many more are trapped. The six-story building collapsed on the worshippers while they were praying. Kwesi Azor is a Dome FM correspondent in the eastern region. He joins us with the latest. Hello, Kwesi. Tell us what is happening at the site this morning.
Well, if you can hear me, this morning that the NADMO did a press conference. Mr. Richard Amwate, the Director of Inspectorate, addressed the media this morning, and he says, the NADMO, was including the Ghana Armed Forces, the National Fire Service, and the NADMO, and all of them are working very hard to retrieve the person who are trapped under the collapsed building this morning. And he says he appealed to the general public and the families of those who are trapped that they should come and give details to their families, so help them, or they should assist the NADMO, to get information about the relatives so that it will help them, gather data of those who are trapped under the building this morning. In fact, the death toll was 16, as you said, but now, currently, as I'm talking to you right now, they have retrieved another dead body early this morning. So now it's 17 now. Currently, including the armed forces and the police, and they are doing everything possible just to get all the people trapped under the collapsed building. This morning we wanted to speak with some of the authorities of the church, but they say no, they will not talk to us. But according to one or two information we are gathering on the ground, it says they can't identify, or they can't mention the number of people who were in the building now. So the security agencies and the rescue team says they will just take, they will break, or they will just take all the sand and those things over there, just take it off till they get the last person on the ground. So this is what is going on here currently.
Kwesi, I beg your pardon. When we spoke on Wednesday, we could still hear people crying out for help. Is that the case still at the moment?
No. This currently, you can't hear anybody's voice. You can't hear anything. So they are still searching, and the team is doing a marvelous job. They are there on the ground. So they started work early this morning, and they are still searching. No one is hearing anybody's voice at the moment.
And you spoke about NADMO and other officials at the scene. We understand that there's been a directive from the president for the Deputy Minister for National Security to visit the site. Have you heard anything? Have you seen him?
Yeah, the Deputy National Security Minister was here yesterday.
Okay.
And he says the president has sent him to come and sympathize with the family. He says president is busy, the vice president was also busy, but the president asked him to, come on his behalf to sympathize with the family. He was here, we went around, and he inspected a lot of the collapsed and the families, and, to send his sympathy to them. He went yesterday, including the regional minister and other officials.
Thank you. Kwesi Azor is Eastern Region correspondent for sister station JoyNews, reporting on that tragic incident. We are told by the minister in charge of that region that they will do everything possible to make sure everyone is accounted for.